Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Trying Not to Die. I'm Jack Osbourne,
I am Ryan Drexler.
and we are joined by our good friend Sean Avery.
Gentlemen,
How you doing, Sean?
I feel good.
Feel good?
Yeah.
What's good? Because this is Trying Not to Die. We always try and feel good.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yes.
We want to hear.
Good. Nice.
All right, so we're starting a bit of a tradition to where our guests we open with, what is your way to try not to die?
Oh boy. Um, so the first thing I do is I wake up and I make the bed. That's a
Interesting.
long-standing tradition of mine.
I do that.
I don't know why. I think
I
it's
don't do that.
just
Mm.
my OCD. You have somebody to make your bed.
That's absolutely correct, Sean.
But I would say at this point right now, it's two things. It's a heavy routine of yoga and jiu-jitsu.
Mm.
And
How-
I don't go to a gym. I don't run. I don't hike.
Where
I
do you
don't
do
ride.
yoga at?
I do yoga at a place called Silver Springs,
Mm.
which is in I guess West Hollywood.
Okay.
It's the best yoga studio I think in the country.
Really?
It's incredible.
Is
Hot
it
yoga.
like a cult like that one in Santa Monica?
I've heard about that. That's funny. I've heard about that one.
Have you watched that,
no,
doc?
No, I haven't.
It's a really interesting documentary.
Yeah.
Because you know what's funny? It's like when you watch these, I can't remember the name of it, but it's about this Kundalini yoga studio in Venice,
Right,
and
yeah.
how this woman kind of became this guru and changed her name to she had like an Indian name all of a sudden, and she was like a white girl from Tarzana or some shit.
Yeah.
And she started talking with like an Indian accent and selling all these products. And
Sounds like Alec Baldwin's wife.
yes,
That's a tough one to watch, Sean.
that's
Hilaria.
a real
And now
tough
he's
one.
got. He's
She
even dancing now, which I love, by the way.
I was at the East Hampton
course you
Authors
were.
Night a few
course you
weeks
were.
ago, and
What's
Hilaria.
the East Hamptons Authors Night?
It's the East Hampton Public Library puts on a night where all the local authors who have books coming out, they're inside a tent and you pay, an admission fee, and then you can go around and get books signed by all the
Oh,
authors.
cool.
And when you leave, they charge you for however many books you have. She has a book out.
Mm.
He was at the signing with her. She moved a lot of books.
I bet.
She's business. She's big business. I saw it with my own two eyes.
Wow.
You're
Yeah.
lucky he wasn't at the Sag Harbor when he came out with 20 drinks and beat 3 guys up.
Well,
He road raged my wife once.
oh, wow.
Like fully like leaning out the window, screaming, flipping
Yeah.
her off, like swerving into her. And she was like, I think she went to school with one of his kids. And she's like looking at him like, what is wrong with you?
He would fight quicker than Sean would.
Huh?
I've seen him in Sag Harbor after 10 drinks.
No, I mean, Alec is, we lived by him like on West 12th Street or Astor Place. He's a savage with the
Savage.
paparazzi.
Mm.
He's a wild man. I love him. I hope business is booming for both of them because they also have 8 children, I believe, between the two of them.
And my favorite part about all their children is they all have Spanish names.
Yeah, it's great. It's incredible.
Oh,
It'd
crazy.
be like being an American jiu-jitsu psycho, and then naming all your kids Brazilian.
Yes.
So, Sean, we want to get into the history. Obviously, we met literally 20 years ago. We want to really got to the start of who Sean Avery really is.
Mm-hmm.
I met Sean in the Hamptons.
Mm-hmm.
I met him in the Hamptons.
Was it at the book club?
No, this is the old Sean Avery. Sean Avery, I met him. He was dating Rachel Hunter at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Mike Heller, did everything for all these, Lindsay Lohan, Rachel Hunter, the whole thing.
Wait, pause real quick.
Sure.
Sean, are you the reason why Rachel's son got super into hockey?
I mean, I think it was a bit of a coincidence, but yeah,
Okay.
Liam, who's a buddy of mine, has 2 kids, all grown up, played professional in, I think, Europe,
Yeah.
like England or Ireland. They have a pretty strong league over there. But no, it was just a weird coincidence.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met.
But Ryan was at a party.
Go ahead.
Okay. And we came in and, Ryan was different back then. He was just a little bit more. He's a lot now, but back then it was a little bit more bravado,
Yes.
It wasn't as seasoned, it wasn't as cultured. but he had a friend who was a real Long Island asshole.
This is great. I was about to get into this. Please tell him the story.
I don't know
It's
the
great.
guy's name. What was his name?
Jared. But tell him the story
Jared.
was amazing.
And I was being introduced to everyone, and when I came to this guy Jared, he said he asked me how much. He wouldn't tell me his name. He said, "How much do you bench?" And it kind of broke the ice between me and Ryan.
We were
because,
crying.
You know, he had a good laugh, and I had a good laugh. I had a good sense of humor back then, you know. And that was the beginning of a long friendship. The friendship took a turn when, I guess, basically 18 years later, I walked into Ryan's jiu-jitsu gym as a 6-month white belt, and that kind of is where everything sort of started.
Yeah.
And but we had always stayed in touch.
Yep.
We'd always sort of kept tabs and checked in, and you know, then we started having kids. So we've been around together for a long time and always respected each other's insanity to a certain extent. Yeah.
That's a really nice way to put it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of respect for the insanity.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, so Sean, we really want to get into, you know, obviously after I met you, then you became like a real New Yorker, right? Like you were in New York, embedded in New York. So tell me how that transition.
Yeah.
Before we get to that, though, I think we should talk a little bit about your career as a hockey player.
Well, that's part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's dive into that.
And I think that's a very big part.
So at the time
ahead.
that I met Ryan, I was playing in LA. I played in LA for 2 seasons or 3 seasons. It was early on in my career. Sort of established myself, and then was ready to kind of make a jump. I got traded to the Rangers. That was a big transition for me as a player, but also just in life. I think I was always destined to live in New York. I think I have New Yorker in my blood.
You do.
Me in LA, it was a little bit of a weird fit. I had a lot of unbelievable friends out here. I was in a long relationship at 2 different points. Like I had been here and living here, but I'm a New York guy. So I got traded to New York, which is where I started to play for the Rangers. I think I played for them for 6 or 7 or 8 seasons. I don't know. It was kind of spread out over a chunk of time because I left and went to Dallas and then came back. But I always lived in New York. I went to the Hamptons in the summers. I was a New Yorker, like you know, and I think I still am. I think that, you know, living in California is really just a temporary stop. New York is calling back for me. I need to live in New York City. I think that's where I belong. The people are different. They're so abrasive. And I say this as I point to Ryan because they're just kind of it's a different breed, you know? Boston, people from Boston are a different breed. They're a little bit, I don't know, they're just not as je ne sais quoi as New Yorkers. New Yorkers have this rough, terrible edge. The cockroaches and the caviar and the bright lights. Rangers fans are a different breed. They're very blue collar. They want guys that are not afraid to get into the shit.
They want blood on the ice.
Yeah, they want to see it tough and rough. The only regret that I have about my entire time living in New York was, my God, I lost out on like 10 years of jiu-jitsu at the height of jiu-jitsu, you know, the Blue Room and all the underground shit that was going on, all those old school G's. I missed such a big fucking chunk of my development as a human. I can't go back in time. It's not a regret. It's like, it's a wish more than anything.
But to that, I think we all find jiu-jitsu when we're supposed to.
Yes. I think so too.
Yeah.
Because I was, yeah,
Dude,
you're probably right.
If you were
you're
belting
right.
up back then, you would have gone to prison for murder.
Well, yeah, Daniel Penny on the subway.
Yep.
They acquitted him, thank God. But he put a guy, a radical, a homeless lunatic in a chokehold, and the guy died. Yeah, maybe that was why.
Yeah.
Because I've had numerous incidents where, I mean, I fought 6 guys in an AMC movie theater one time.
Tell that story.
It was a terrible story.
It's a good story.
They tried to rip a chain off a guy in the bathroom, and I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. They were in our theater. They left our theater. And I kind of I
clocked it.
followed the trouble.
Yeah.
The trouble hadn't started yet, but like I was doing something that I shouldn't have. I should have just stayed out of it. And I walked into it, and then that was it. But you know, jiu-jitsu back then, I got really fucking beat up. They
Yeah.
really shit kicked me pretty good. Like I was banged up. The worst I've ever been banged up.
Wow. I mean, well, dude,
In any type of fight.
6 guys, it's
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
care
I
how
took-
trained you are.
I
It's
t-
like
I took
yeah,
some
it doesn't
lumps.
matter what you have.
yeah.
No, but at least if I had been trained back then, yeah, I think you understand angles,
Hmm.
and I think
You're right.
everything sort of slows down. I wasn't a fighter. I've
Brawler.
never been a fighter. Really, now that I know how to defend myself, I know that I never really knew how to defend myself.
Yeah.
Which is like so crazy because I built a career off of pretending that I could fucking inflict some sort of harm on people.
Yeah.
It was really all bullshit.
Were you really ready for the Rangers? Because being a Ranger in New York, it's like you're like a movie star like Brad Pitt,
It's like
right?
yeah. It's
So
like,
tell me, because I remember I met him before he moved to New York, but as soon as he moved to New York and the time that you moved to New York, you know, you became larger than life
Yeah.
being on the Rangers, right?
Yeah, I mean Larry Brooks was the resident hockey writer for the New York Post, and he called me Page 6 Sean. So I mean I went through the ringer. I was on the back page of the Post, and the headline was The Ranger and the Madam. I got pulled into the
He got pulled into
Spitzer.
everything.
I got pulled into the Spitzer, hooker impeachment. I mean,
Oh,
it didn't.
I'm glad you're bringing it up because I wasn't, but you're right.
No,
I read
mean,
it.
it was.
I read it.
Yeah, no, it was wild. It was wild.
what year was this?
Well, we're talking height prime New York City, like 2006.
That was
Yeah.
prime.
It was a good
That
time.
was-
8.
Those
3 years.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, it was still like you could go into bungalow and
Mm-hmm.
you'd
Sweet
see
16.
anyone. Yeah, all those places. That whole Clubland was like a whole entire
food,
different.
everything.
Yeah.
Mr. Chow's downtown. I
Oh.
mean, Tribeca was still empty.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful city. It really was. That period of time, it was incredible.
Yeah.
But I was fucking everywhere. I was going hard, you know.
Yeah.
I interned at Vogue. I did a bunch of
Listen,
wild
we'll
shit.
get into that. That's good.
So
Well, it's not that interesting. I mean,
but
although
it is pretty
they're
interesting.
making a Devil Wears
well-
Prada 2 right now. And it just I was on another movie but I should have been in that movie.
Yeah.
It is interesting.
I did a cameo in Happy Gilmore too.
I used to wake up angry, just naturally pissed off.
Now he drinks Daybreak. It's a coffee blend of ours,
It's got notes of almond butter, vanilla, and black tea vibes.
which sounds fake, but it's not. It's just really good coffee.
Daybreak makes you a morning person without changing your personality.
It's 100% Arabica. It's 100% worth it. And it 100% helps you cope with your kids in the morning. Available online at drinkcaveman.com. Discount and link is in the bio below.
We should also start me choking him out on camera like this, see if he could.
That's actually really, really good.
I think so.
Bro, you're never getting out. You big baby. Baby, you try not to die. You will die. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I got you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. My glasses. My glasses.
It is interesting.
I did a cameo in Happy Gilmore too for no apparent reason. If there was ever a cameo that I should do in a movie, it was in this.
Did you work with Anna Wintour?
Yeah, I worked with Anna Wintour, but I just worked with Anne Hathaway. But I didn't really know that they were doing it. I should have said something to her.
Yeah.
I don't think she had any idea or has any idea that
How did that internship come about?
I sent her a letter. I sent Anna Wintour a letter and said that I wanted to intern in the summertime in the off season.
Wow.
It's just as fucking insane.
Yeah, but Sean, you're
Who
you-
does that? Who does that?
Yeah, but we get along because Sean's a very, like we're barbarians, but he's a very cultured guy.
Well, I wanted to learn about things.
He likes fashion. He likes things. He
Yeah.
likes learning about things. That's why he's good friends with Andy Cohen and Tom Ford and Kelly. He likes to sit there. He learns. He
Tom
likes art.
Sachs.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the Tom Sachs,
Sachs.
the new Mars Yards that are not out yet. That are
Mhm.
pretty much going to be the hottest shoe, I
Of
think.
course they are.
So comfortable. This is the third one that he's done. But, I was a New Yorker because I wasn't afraid to just open myself up to all of it.
Mm.
And like the moment that I walked outside and people were yelling at each other, I was just like, this is the greatest place on earth. It's really like the movies.
Yeah. No, it
They
is.
tell each other to fuck off and they get out of their cars and they slam on hoods and it's great.
How did you become a romance author?
So 2 years ago, I switched agencies, and my new agency that I am at, Paradigm, one of the first meetings I had, they had a lit agent. They have a lit agent there, Ian Kleiner. And he said to me, have you ever thought about writing a sports romance novel? I had written an autobiography like, I don't know, 10 years ago that was kind of just, it was on the years that I played. It's very specific and sort of small, and it's a cool read. So he knew that I had written before, and I said to him, no, I haven't thought about that. He educated me on the space, how big it is. The romance novel space is like book publishing is coming back because of it, because of book talk and social media and the ability to market these books that don't take a ton of production, not a huge crazy amount of cash outlaid, not giant advances, but they sell a lot of books. So they sell 3-4 million books now for a very successful one.
Wow.
He said no professional athlete has written one of these books. You should be the first. I have a writer. I represent a girl that I think would be a good match for you. Her dad was a Ranger fan. She's a New Yorker. She went to Columbia. I joke that she went to Spence, but she didn't go to Spence. But I always say
Dalton.
one of the
one of those highbrow
Yes. It's a specific subset of New
New Yorkers,
New York
preppy.
gals.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
Clean
Cape
cut.
Cod,
Yep.
East Hampton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Camp in Maine.
Data guy in finance.
Yes, exactly.
6'5", blue eyes.
There was a famous song.
6'5", blue eyes. Finance.
Yeah, you know it.
I just sung it for you.
You know the song, Jack?
No.
It was a huge hit on TikTok.
I want a guy in finance.
I want a guy in
6'5",
finance.
blue eyes. 6'5", blue eyes.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah. We'll play it for you after.
Yeah, you would enjoy it.
Okay.
So, I said, let's set up the meeting. Me and her met and we started writing. We spent 4 months. We wrote the book on spec. We weren't paid anything. We were going to write the book and then take it to market and sell it. We essentially did that. We sold our first draft. We went with publisher Ben Bella, who's a smaller publisher, subset of Simon & Schuster. And it was funny, I was looking at the contract today, and essentially we're their partner. We took a very small advance. I can see the breakdown of exactly what we'll make, what they'll make if we sell 300,000 books. Where the old model, you get an advance, you sell books, you have no idea how many you've sold. The publisher at some point says, oh, here's how many you've sold. You still owe us X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
You never really pay off your advance. There's no tracking system. So I think the model has shifted, that it's very lucrative if successful. Now, I think that that me and Leslie have written the most defining sports romance novel that's ever been written. I think we have completely broken open the genre, elevated it, and I just have this weird feeling that this thing's going to sell millions of copies.
Yeah, it's a modern day. I said before we started, and I did watch it, by the way, and I can admit it, Sex in the City.
Mm-hmm.
I
wow.
can. East Hampton, Sex in the City, good-looking guy, women.
Are you pulling a lot of your own kind of lived experience to kind of help tell the story?
So the book is about a New York Ranger rookie that
He
went
is.
to the new University of New Hampshire. He's about to go into his first season as a Ranger, #1 draft pick, rents a house in the Hamptons in the summer with 2 of his former teammates at the University of New Hampshire who are also Ranger draft picks. And they fuck their way through the Hamptons and get into all sorts of trouble. And, our lead character, Carter Hughes, finds himself in a little bit of a love triangle towards the end. And the decision has to be made. It's got all the makings of
Is it a romance novel that like guys can enjoy just as much as women?
Listen, it's a great read. You know, one thing I noticed, I went away a couple of weeks ago, and I think Sean's really good timing for books. I noticed when Kim and I went away, people were reading books again.
Mm.
People at the pool, like I haven't seen that in years. And I said to Kim, I go, is this a thing? People were actually not on their phones reading books.
Yeah.
And when I started reading Sean's book again, I said to Kim, I go, you know what? It's great. I can watch all the Netflix, all the BS, but like I want to get into reading because it kind of takes me away from my life or stress.
Sure.
And I actually liked it a lot because I related to it. It reminds me very much of the summer in the Hamptons. It was great. He put some texting in there between people, and I thought it was great because it brought me back to the Hamptons. And if you're a New York person, you understand the dichotomy of New York during the week and the East Hampton, where, you know, again, if you're a ranger or a famous person or someone that has money, you know, your world's the oyster when it comes to women in East Hampton. It's just a great place to be.
Nice.
Yeah, everything. But again, I would say that we wrote the book from a female perspective and a male perspective, which no one has done.
Oh wow. So if
So
it
it
goes,
jumps.
but oh, dude, that's genius.
So one chapter is the female, and then one chapter is
Yep.
the male. So Leslie writes the female, and I write the male chapter, and it goes like that.
Jessica.
It bounces back. Yeah, Jessica. Jessica.
Ah,
Yeah.
you
I
got-
read it.
You got
Good.
you got a fan right
Oh,
here.
I read it. I wanted to read it before he came
Yeah.
on.
We also we reference modern day places.
Okay.
Like all the things in this book are all the places are real.
They're
Yeah.
real.
Tutu Il Giorno is like it's the hotspot in Sag Harbor. It's in the book. We're ahead of the curve.
Do you see other people? Do you think that other people are going to jump on the bandwagon with this?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I should be given an imprint. Here's what I want to happen. I want this to sell 3 million copies and go, all right, guys, I told you I'm first. Give me an imprint like Reese and Sarah Jessica Parker have.
Yeah.
And I'll go to KG and Kevin Garnett will write my basketball one.
Uh-huh.
And we'll do fucking 6 million copies.
It's actually really smart, dude.
And then I'll go to the Dodger, the Japanese Dodger. I'll have
Yeah.
him do one.
You
Because
should-
I want to tap into the Japanese market.
You should go to Giselle. What's it? Who's the model that was with the footballer? Giselle.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's ex. You should go to her boyfriend, the jiu-jitsu guy, and have him write the jiu-jitsu one about
Not him.
stealing Tom Brady's wife.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
that
know.
just shows you that people don't care. I mean,
Well, I
listen,
don't want a Brazilian writing a jiu-jitsu book.
Yeah, that's another story with him. You got you hit a nerve.
No. And at some point, here's the beauty about this book. I got so much runway, man.
Yeah.
I got 10 books in me.
Yeah.
Because if one works, if they like that and they're invested in him as a character, he's going to keep playing. He's going to
get traded.
He's going to get traded. He's going to come back.
Yeah.
There's so much runway, and these books generally come in like 6 to 8 book series.
You are a bit of a renaissance man, my friend.
The number one book right now, sports romance book, is the hockey genre of this sports romance is quite large. It's a book called Off Campus. They're making it into an Amazon series right now. I auditioned for the dad role on the show. I almost got it.
Wow.
I think they were a little bit scared. It's kind of fluffy.
Yeah.
This isn't fluffy.
Did you write this in mind to for it to potentially become a TV show or a movie?
To just break the fucking market
Okay.
open completely. There's always going to be a place for like the bubblegum, the elevator read.
Mhm.
But there's a huge category with dragon romance
Yeah.
books
Yeah.
that are massive.
Yeah.
Fairies.
Mm-hmm.
The fairies ride the dragons and the fairies have sex in the sky, and it's so
I never
but-
heard that one.
oh yeah. Oh, they're huge.
I have never heard. Jack hears everything. Jack, you never heard that.
No,
either.
I mean, I knew about the Dungeons and Dragons kind of stuff, but I didn't know it
Fairy-
was
Frodo.
Fairy dragon romance
I
category.
didn't go there.
I don't know the name of it. I'm blanking right now.
Yeah.
Is huge.
Wow.
The reason I'm saying this is it's elevated. It reads like Game of Thrones.
Wow.
It reads like a J.K. Rowling, but
But that's kind of what Game of Thrones was. It was dragons and sex.
yeah,
Yeah.
sex amongst family members
Yeah. Mm.
sometimes.
You know, Sean, you being in New York, and again, I'm thinking you going back to New York, and
I'm doing a signing
oh, we're
September
going to the book. Yeah,
9th.
okay, go ahead. Let's get the book out
New
of the
York
way.
Bookstore.
I got you. Let's
New
get
York
the book out
Bookstore?
of the way.
Which is the oldest bookstore
Yeah.
in New York City.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Great.
It's uptown,
amazing.
midtown
Yeah.
there.
And
Like,
you're going to be on Andy Cohen too, and I'm going to be the bartender. No,
yeah. Can I see the book? Can you? This is
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you show everyone the book.
well, you can show.
You
the
gonna
book.
sign
I was
it?
going to show the book.
I can do it.
What's it? Summer Skate.
Summer Skate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leslie
and you know,
Cohen.
just so you know, this is how sick and the level that I'm trying to infiltrate. Colleen Hoover book, It Ends With Us, which is the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni movie.
Yep.
Exact same color palette on their cover.
Oh, interesting.
And it was a huge fucking hit. You would now walk by a Hudson Yards or Hudson Books
Yeah.
in an airport
Yeah.
and just you'll remember this color scheme now.
Okay.
Did you use a Pantone color on that?
You know, I'm not sure what the charting is on
That's
it,
a Pantone color.
but yeah, probably.
Do you think a part of your trying not to die is your ability to pivot?
Well, fuck. Yeah, but I'm gonna run out of pivots.
And
If one of these pivots don't work, like, yeah,
I'll
of
adopt
course.
you, Sean.
But I don't want to chase anything anymore.
Yeah.
I would like to, like, I'm an actor now. I'm a writer now. I would like to only just do those two things.
Mm.
I don't want to do anything else. Be a dad.
What if?
What other fucking jobs do I need? I don't want to do anything else.
You shouldn't do any other
No.
thing. You should
But
live here,
it's
not New
taken a
York.
while to get to this point where I feel like, okay, this is the sweet spot.
Yeah.
This is where I need to sort of, this is where I'm going to live.
Yeah.
Not just live. This is where I'm going to now excel. Now I can put my foot on the gas and really crank this up.
I talk about this with with friends of mine. It's about finding like what's your essence, like where are you at your optimum and like you actually living your true self. Do you
Yeah.
think that that's where you're at right now?
Yeah. Yeah. But, again, to be able to sustain that, I need to push. I got a little bit more. I got to push a bit more.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get comfortable, but I'm not going to get comfortable from an output standpoint. I'm just going to increase the output, but I'm going to be able to sit into the pocket there and go, okay, it's like I get on a flow on the mat. Just bring bodies, just bring them. And I'm
Yeah.
just going to run through it. I'm going to do great movies. I'm going to write great books, sell a ton, and not make any apologies for making as much fucking money as I possibly can.
Amen to that.
Because these, from a creative standpoint, they're an outlet, but they're sort of difficult. Like, they're not easy to write.
Writing is not easy at all.
No, it's not.
And thought process and putting it down on paper.
Yeah.
That's why Leslie Cohen was there.
Yeah. Big time.
That's why Leslie was there. I can see part of the book, where,
Well,
her
it's a
vision
nice
comes in.
balance. Yes. Her vision.
I
yes.
mean, of course. I mean, you definitely didn't write, that when it starts out, that basically
she's having a meltdown because the kids
it's a
are.
snowy night in a town that is all activity and cheer.
Oh,
even
that's
after a
my
loss.
chapter, of course.
Is that you?
Yeah, of course.
Did you write that?
Well, think about.
It's blanket in white lined with twinkling Christmas trees.
Yeah, if you put a gun to my head and you said, "Okay, give me a scene." College hockey player.
Okay.
He's in the Northeast. He's on the East Coast. He's in one of these small towns, University of Bangor, Maine. It's Christmas. It's snowy. I know the cobblestone streets there because they had an American Hockey League team. Boom! I got a fucking scene. Girlfriend, red cheeked.
See, visuals, stories with visuals.
You have to. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how I'm thinking about it before. Like I'm seeing it. And yeah, you asked me earlier, am I playing off of past thoughts? Of course. This whole thing it's autobiographical to every certain extent. What I had seen,
Except when you're riding a dragon.
well, at some point I probably, yeah.
You know what?
A friend of mine said to me, you should go fucking hard turn on the third book. Go horror.
Yeah.
No,
There's no rules.
You know what
No.
you should do? You
Why
lived.
couldn't I ride a
You
dragon?
lived in the worst time of that club scene, that low life club scene. You know everything about it in New York.
Mm.
Now there should be a book written about that. The butter days. I mean, this is the time in New York.
I
that
wanted to-
people couldn't get in anywhere, and he saw things that no one saw in New York.
Well,
I wanted to produce a podcast for a while talking about the LA nightlife in the late 90s, early 2000s
yeah.
for that exact
but
because
he
it
saw
no, it
he
totally
saw New York.
No, I think that what's going to be so great about this book and these books is that he's coming to New York. Book 2, he's playing for the Rangers. He's a rookie in New York. So the first time he walks into Bungalow 8 and meets Disco and Amy Sacco, all these legends that we've come across over the years, really bigger than life characters who took on a city and just provided everything for it for a big chunk of time. I mean, that the New York nightlife scene and the shit and the shady shit that was going on and the buying tables and the minimums and the guarantees and I'm coming with this person, so fuck you, you can't charge me. It was a wild time.
It was wild.
Yeah.
A lot of clout.
You had a lot of clout.
Like you said earlier, we spent money in places. We were respectable from a hospitable standpoint. Like,
where were you in that time period? Were you in LA?
I was in Pluto.
he was bouncing in and
I didn't know
out.
where I was. Where was I? I think.
Yeah,
and
you
he's
were
right.
here.
I hung out with Sean in LA. I hung out with Sean in LA through that scene. You know, the I don't want to.
You were in the summers. You were there in the summers.
Yeah, but so I was both. So I saw both scenes, obviously. But New York to me, it was more dirty. The things they were doing there, and the scene, and it was impossible to get in anywhere. Like even if you knew like Richie and Scott from Butter, you know, he had a mystique of being on the Rangers that basically he got in everywhere. So there should be a tell-all of that scene back in the day because that will never ever be recreated ever again.
I was flexing with every ounce of whatever I needed to do. Yeah, like I would roll in and sometimes, I mean, you never saw any of the teams in the nightclubs except the Rangers. Like you would never walk into a nightclub and you go, oh, there's a table of Yankees, but it's like there's 2 of them. I would roll up to places with fucking 12 guys and we would take over a place and like it was chaos.
Yeah.
But Scott and all the OG heads, Amy, all those OG heads back then, they were still the good breed they understood that they needed flavor and they wanted that excitement in their places. So we got away with a lot.
Well, you know, it's funny. It's like, I think back then, and same in LA, these, for people that are listening, that, you know, these names that Sean's throwing out, these are like club promoters back then. And it was kind of like a thing where these club promoters would curate the people they wanted in their clubs.
Yeah.
And it became really, and LA was very much like this. It became like this thing.
It's been like that, but you know, it's always been like that. It's just taken on different stages. Steve Rubell at 54, at Studio 54 in New York City, that was sort of, we missed, you know, it got really good every decade until mid 2000s. And then everything sort of, I don't know, these fucking cell phones. The cell
phones ruined everything. I say that all the time.
It ruined the cell phones, and we should talk about that because I grew up in the 90s, like at these clubs, and not having cell phones, you were able to have the best time. Now these cell phones have destroyed socialization with people.
Yeah.
And I was at when we were at the concert, Ryan and I went to Pantera, which I invited you to. You were scared of it. You would have loved it though.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Which, by the way, the last time I went
pit.
to a metal
Mosh
show was System of a Down at the Wiltern, and I got really fucked up. I got so fucked up.
Really?
Yeah, I got so.
You would have loved the mosh pit in this one.
But the crazy thing about the cell phone component is back in the day, that whole standing room would have been a mosh pit. But now it's just a bunch of people holding their fucking phones above their head.
Yeah.
And even in the mosh pit, which was awesome, was this big circle pit going, there was maybe 24 people stood in the center like an island just filming. Whereas people are moshing around him. I was just like, what happened?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that as long as they mix and blend both worlds, right? And that's why Oasis is so great right now because Noel's like screaming at people in the stands if he sees them filming too long. Like if they go 2 or 3 songs and they're still filming, he'll say in between songs like, you fucking wanker, put your phone down and get into the show. if you're blending both worlds, I'm okay with that because, you know, there used to be a tape section. I'm a big fish head. And the tapers, that's they call them, the tapers, the
Yeah.
guys that used to tape and bootleg the tapes, they would have a section and you respected that. It's not as obnoxious as the cell phone now, and there's a disconnect between it. I agree.
Yeah.
But, you know, the world's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. I just want to sell books so that I don't have to deal with it. I'd like to, Ryan doesn't have to deal with it. Although he lives in a building that has, I've never seen a building with more doormen and people that you have to get through to
I
get.
call it the space
You
station.
know why?
It's
I'm very
fucking-
crazy, and we could talk about this. In Los Angeles now, it's the worst place to live when it has to do with security.
Yes.
I have never. I heard even Beverly Hills. You know, Lionel Richie just got robbed.
Yeah.
Did you hear about they took down the gang of thieves?
I
Mm.
heard.
92 hits this gang did.
Yeah, they were just following social media, knowing
Yeah.
when people were on tour, or they
Yeah.
were at the Grammys, and then or Travis Kelce had a game.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
No, it really isn't.
Los
Celebrities
Angeles
are
is
very-
horrible. I would not live in a house probably for another 2 years in Los Angeles.
You know, if I had it my choice, I'd just sleep with the doors open.
Just let them come in.
Well, I'd like to put the training to work.
I nearly had to the other day.
You know,
I almost did the other day.
you
but
know the
whatever.
sheriff of Baghdad?
Yeah.
Okay, he's at the Worlds right now.
Yeah.
And I haven't had time today to look it up, but I feel like he's the same age as me.
I think he's 51.
Oh, is he 51?
Yeah.
So I'm
Maybe he's a
45.
little. He's a
So
little.
he's
he's
in
in the-
one bracket up.
Yeah. Is he purple now?
He must be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then I would probably have fought him.
Yeah.
But I would fuck him up because I
He's a
can
big
tell
dude.
he's starting to look a little old.
Yeah. He's
You
a big
know,
dude though.
and that's that
He's
point
not, even in
where
he's not even in his your weight class.
but
I
I
think
would
he's super
He's a
heavy.
big boy.
right, but I would go up to fight him.
He's getting into some trouble.
The sheriff of Baghdad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
They pulled his
Oh,
his
Not as-
record, and there's a lot of, I guess, discrepancies in some of his timelines and stories.
well, that's okay. I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
I remember things and I go, oh fuck, that was.
Oh
what
no, it's
year?
big things though. Like he said he
Oh,
jumped into Desert Storm and no one jumped into Desert Storm.
Yeesh.
And he said he landed in a minefield and like just weird stuff that
We-
everyone's like, hey, that no
I mean,
one.
we should talk about this because we talk about the stolen valor and like Tim Kennedy, you know, and I think it's the same thing with jiu-jitsu. You know, I don't know why people have to embellish and say, yeah, I'm this or I'm that. I'd like to hear the
it's ego.
psychology.
I mean, I'm sure you see it in the sports world. It's ego, right? Like people will.
Yeah, I guess the problem I just don't understand is jiu-jitsu is the one sport that it's the most ego-checking sport of all sports.
There's still people that have stolen valor and that lie in the sport, and I see it all the time. It's I don't think it's jiu-jitsu. I think it's the person and it's people in the military. It doesn't matter, and I see it all the time.
You
It's
wanna
fear.
know-
It's fear. I look at it all as fear. And like and I had a long conversation with my good buddy Tyler about the Tim Kennedy thing, and you know, and you see it with a lot of these vets that come out of the military and become these larger than life celebrities because they're these war heroes, and I think a lot of it is fear because they feel like they can't live up to the expectation that's been set of them because now they're these, you know, heroes, and so they must continue to, you know, appear as being constantly heroic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's dangerous, you know, when you talk about things that you've done that you haven't done.
It's
I
dangerous.
forget things sometimes, and I forget more things that I've done than I remember.
Yeah.
Which is sort of nice, but also it's a little concerning.
You want to know what's interesting? So like, obviously, you know, my dad recently passed, and been going back and like looking through pictures, and my years are all fucked up for like when I was doing certain things with him, and like, you know, him and I, we had this show World Detour, and when we were filming that show, it was a really stressful time in my life just because of, you know, marriage and kids, and you know, and divorce kind of happened in that same window. And I think because I was so stressed out, I don't remember as much of
Yeah.
it as I would like to.
Yeah.
And it's so strange that like stress for memory is a terrible thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, also I think Jiu-Jitsu has slowed everything down, and I have the ability to process things, and I can feel different parts of my brain working now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it is amazing, Jack, because I remember we went to the fight, right?
Yeah. I came across those pictures the other night.
And how humble, and again, not to bring it up, but like how humble your father was
Yeah.
with everyone coming over.
Yeah.
He was such a beautiful, humble man, and like
We
how
went.
big he was as a star, and how humble and nice he was.
Yeah.
Is like a lesson for everybody.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they don't
we,
make them like they used to.
We went to the Mayweather McGregor fight.
Oh Jesus!
And
Oh
so
my God.
it was
Oh,
it was
God.
amazing. Ryan and I, my parents got a jet. We flew into Vegas the day of the fight.
He called me and I'm like, Jack's like, you want to come? I go, yeah, I packed my bag. I'll be there in a minute. Like, I was not like,
We had suits on. We went to the fight.
It was amazing.
It was such a, we were what, like third or fourth
Wow.
from,
my
from
God.
like the ring.
It was so amazing.
Your dad stayed for the
Yeah,
whole fight?
my dad loved boxing.
He loved it.
Loved boxing. It was one of his, he was a huge Tyson fan, and like anything boxing.
Yeah,
he
I mean, I
loved.
guess crowds like wildness, like he's that's in his DNA. Like it
Yeah.
wouldn't.
And the guy chewing his ear off, do you remember? And he was great with him.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it was an amazing
What a
time.
fucking travesty that Mayweather went 10 rounds. I mean, did they sell the fight? Is that why he went 10 rounds, or should it?
What, with McGregor?
Yeah, should it not have been over in like 4? if it's
Listen,
just
I'm not going to get
boxing?
into this now.
I
about
don't
boxing.
know.
Because I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Because there's no way that Conor McGregor has hands like that. There's no way. I mean, listen,
He clipped him a couple times.
prolific boxer, but boxing on that level, there's no way.
Listen, if we want to
There's
talk
no way.
if we
Right.
want to talk bullshit boxing, the Tyson fucking Paul fight.
Well, no, we can talk about Jake Paul. I mean, listen, you know, I can't say a bad thing about Jake Paul because he stepped up for Ben Askren, from what I've
He
been
did.
told
What's
and what
that?
I'm
I
reading.
don't know
You
that
didn't know
story.
about Ben?
Uh-uh.
Ben
Yeah.
Askren got staph infection, had a double lung transplant, and Jake Paul is one of the guys early that I think, from what I've read, paid for some of the
Wow.
operation. So I can't say anything about Jake. You know, Logan, I don't like Logan. I've had thoughts about, should I maybe step into the WWE world? I know I was just saying I
Yeah.
just want to act and I just want to write. But like I would think about doing it because I would like to take on Logan Paul. I would break Logan. I would break him.
I can't wait to see this. Because
I would
those
crush you.
brothers, listen, we know a lot of the people they hang out with, and they're like larger than life, like, oh, we're the toughest, we're this. And it's just really so ridiculous. It's like so nouveau riche of how they're acting and he's punching the cake in Lake Como and Villa d'Este in this beautiful hotel. They just got married, by the way.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how these guys are acting.
Yeah, like how could you do that in
he's-
such a sacred hotel?
Yes.
Right?
You heard that they got married,
No,
right?
no.
Oh, Logan Paul and that model. I forgot
Yeah.
what her name is. You probably know her.
Well, it doesn't yeah.
he knows everyone. Sarah Jessica Parker.
It
He probably
doesn't
knows this
matter.
one too.
It's the behavior. But I got no beef with Jake. I like Jake. I really like Jake now that he made that move for Ben Askren. He puts his money where his mouth is. But Logan and the boxing and the wrestling, I don't know. I don't know.
Wait, we got to, speaking of
I
wrestling,
was
and
about to go there.
go for it.
Okay, Sean. I mean, this whole, Rampage Jackson something. I
fuck.
mean, this is I am so disgusted over this. I am so disgusted. And my opinion is what he did to this man and the way he beat him up and what he did to him. And Rampage saying, well, it's MMA. It's this, he should be a higher standard of not to do this to this man, what he did. I mean, what's your thoughts, Sean?
Well, I think first of all, I don't know the extent of what happened prior in the afternoon. I don't know if this was a setup. I don't know what buttons were pushed and what exactly was said. So I reserve judgment in that spot. The question I ask is, Rampage, is he a black belt? Was he ever really
He's not a black belt.
jiu-jitsu heavy?
He's not a black
No.
belt.
So, you
Not a
know,
black belt.
the world of martial arts needs to be like Khamzat Chimaev wins the middleweight championship. He goes to the press conference in his black belt, not his UFC belt. Because the sport does demand some sort of honesty.
Mm-hmm.
And savageness is not, that's why we have this. You know, that's the beautiful thing about that sport. You can dominate and own a man, and that's the gratification you get from
Yeah.
it. So the kid going fucking, I mean, why didn't someone jump in earlier?
Well, that's the thing.
They tried to. They couldn't
There was
handle him.
one.
Well,
I
they didn't
think,
get in it quick enough.
I think they thought it was a part of it, and then
yeah, you
I think
couldn't tell.
Jack, you wanna tell the story? If you don't know the story, I can tell the story.
Yeah, I mean, so from what I know, Rampage Jackson's son, what's his name?
Raj. I don't.
yeah.
I don't want to mispronounce his name.
But there's two, because there's Quentin, I think.
Yes.
Is the other son who's a legitimate, like, he's training maybe.
He's a legit MMA guy. So the story is, in the beginning of the day, it started with, you know, a whole scene of him, the wrestler, hitting Rampage's son with a can.
It's a backyard fucking wrestling
It's a
match,
backyard.
first of all.
It hits him with a can. Then he's in the audience, and then he gets
But there was a thing after the can. The wrestler was like, "Oh man, sorry, I thought you were. I didn't misunderstood.
Okay,
I thought
then
you were
know.
a
Go
part
ahead,
of the.
Tell me.
I thought you were a part of the show. I
oh,
thought.
see, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that either.
yeah,
well,
there
then
was
they're
a-
going to charge the kid.
well, then it was, and then he was like, "Oh, whatever, it's
The
cool."
kid's getting charged, definitely.
The kid was streaming the whole thing because he's like a streamer, like Twitch or what. I don't know what platform
Yeah,
he was
Kick,
on.
probably.
And he goes, while he's watching the fight, the dude who hit him with the can goes in and he's doing his bout, and people start taunting him. Hey, go in and fight him. Go in and fight him. Do it. Knock him out. Knock him out. And he said, if I get, what was it, 100 or 200 subs or whatever, I'll go in and do it.
Coins. That's
Yeah.
sick.
And he got it. And
That's sick. I
dives
did
in-
not know that was it,
Yeah.
that it was driven by
It was driven by that.
Kick, and you get nominated, you get paid, and people put you up for things.
Yeah.
There's kids in Malaysia that are in jail right now, American kids that went over and they're fucking around on Kick, and the Malaysians just said, fuck you guys, we're putting you in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were causing chaos with the
That
with the
Vitelli
locals.
guy.
Yeah.
That fucking weird.
Vitelli.
Yeah. Ugh.
He's one of the OGs.
Yeah.
I mean, real gross fucker,
Yeah.
but he's in jail over
Dark
there
web
now,
stuff.
right?
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know. I listen.
He Rampage slammed him. He was knocked out already. He was knocked out. And then the punches is
The
something
kid.
I
kid.
couldn't watch
Yeah.
the punches.
Yeah.
Because it was so bad. It was
That's
like
a darkness that you have inside of you.
yes.
Yeah.
It was so horrible. He's definitely, I mean, if he does not get charged for attempted manslaughter or you know, a felony of attempted I mean, I can't see how he's not going
Well, that's
to.
why the UFC is the fastest growing sport, because they have figured out a way to control barbaric behavior, barbarism, old as fucking time. They've put it in a ring and packaged it, and now we're eating it up. And like, I love watching it, but it's also growing the sport, which should be demanding more respect. We've talked about this. The prison system in America should have jiu-jitsu as a mandatory fucking credit or whatever it is. High school.
Hmm.
Linda McMahon is the head of
Education.
education for the United States, right?
Yeah.
Be too bad. We really, like, I just don't have the fucking time.
You
And
gotta
I don't
call
have the drive at this point. But if I
Call
ever saw
Cash.
her on a
Call
plane,
Cash.
no, I tried to get Cash to help me out with Mel Gibson in Resurrection of Christ.
Yeah.
What happened?
He ghosted me, but whatever. He's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah. He's the fucking director of the
And
FBI.
who knows what's happened with those guys over there? I don't fucking know. All I'm saying is if I'm on a plane with Linda McMahon, I'm bending her ear for a second.
Yeah.
On like just a couple of small things that I think would drastically change society.
Yeah.
And then go buy this book. Seriously, go buy this book for yourself. Stocking stuffers. I don't even know when Valentine's Day, Mother's Day. You know, give
When's
the
it
women
out?
in your life something exciting
Where
and
can
fun.
we buy the book?
You can buy it September 9th.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Wow.
Amazon,
That's coming right up.
Barnes and Noble.
Mm.
Then go to Goodreads and leave a review. It's all about the algorithm now and book talk.
Yeah.
If the book talk gets moving, if the algo gets moving, fucking sky's the limit.
Well, what I like about the book is I don't see the old Sean wanting to fight police officers, fight people in the street, yell at people.
No, but if I'm writing an autobiographical portrayal, that'll have to come at some
It
point.
will.
Sean, you want to hear my story? How I nearly fought a guy in traffic the other day?
Yeah. Really? Currently?
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. This was
What about my story? Okay, you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
tell me. Yeah.
I was I had just gotten out of having my colonoscopy, which went great, which went fine.
It's like
She
a
told me
weight
that-
cut.
She told
Hold
Tim
on.
and I the story.
Don't bury my story.
Just let me
So-
quickly. We're
okay.
almost done.
So I'm in the car. I'm all drowsy, whatever. And my wife picked me up. She's driving, going north on La Cienega, to go over the hill back to my place.
By the way,
And
I need to get a colonoscopy.
I've got a good doctor. I'll give you his
Yeah.
number.
I do.
And my wife got stuck in an intersection of Santa Monica and La Cienega, and all these cars were like honking and going crazy, whatever.
Yeah.
And this guy what was it? He was heading west on Santa Monica. We were going north. So he, on a motorcycle, weaves through traffic and stops and just starts screaming at every car that was coming by and flipping everyone off because we were blocking the intersection. There was probably 6 cars doing so.
Yeah.
And I was all dopey or whatever. And this guy, some fucking loser on a motorcycle, and he had the cat ears on his helmet.
Yeah.
So I roll my window down. I'm just like, bah, and I like flip him off because, like, what, dude? Who gives a shit? And the guy
He did not
loses
like it.
the guy loses his fucking mind and starts full road raging and like weaving into traffic and like trying to get us as we're heading up to Laurel Canyon. We get stuck at a light and he pulls up to my wife's window and starts banging on the window,
Oh, no.
hitting the mirror, and I'm like, oh, let's go. And I was gonna my plan was, I'm getting out of the car, I'm gonna go around the back of the car, I'm gonna grab him by his helmet, and I'm gonna throw him on the ground, you know, because fucking
Sneak attack.
sneak attack.
Right.
And my wife's screaming, she's like, don't get out of the car, don't. And as I go, this very, very large man in a car next to me pulls up.
Maybach.
He was in a Maybach.
Oh,
He
I
gets
remember
out,
the story.
and my wife's like, that guy's gonna kill you
I heard
too.
he was big.
Very large
I
man.
heard he was very large.
he
What
was like a
he mad about?
refrigerator.
He saw something?
He saw the dude in the motorcycle, and he goes for the dude on the
He was
motorcycle.
very large. I
I
heard.
wonder who
And
the guy was.
I don't know, but I thanked him afterwards because because he did me a solid. But the guy on the motorcycle folded up like a lawn chair when he saw a refrigerator walking towards
Yeah,
him.
but your single double legs are good.
Oh
You'd be
yeah, no, I
fine.
dude, I had no.
Even on that's like a weight cut. You
Yeah.
had a fucking
Oh,
colonoscopy.
wait,
I-
God.
I
he
did.
might have been a little out of it, right?
Right,
a
but
little
you're
bit.
I was a
still-
little dopey.
Yeah,
was
you're
a little
And you're gonna
tender.
have the same thing, Sean, when you do the colonoscopy.
I know.
You
I
need
went
to get
at
it.
40.
I've had
I
two.
went at 42, and they told me I wasn't allowed to get it till
That's
I was
ridiculous.
45.
I had 2
I
already.
need to get one.
And you got
I
to do
know.
the stomach too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
And-
got to both ends. That's what I did.
And this is really important. We talk about this, this health, because those are things that you can't scan unless you get those two.
Yes.
And you need to get that, Sean. This is something that's the silent killer for people.
What? Colonoscopy?
Yes.
Colon
Yeah, it's
cancer?
it's the number one. I think it's the number one killer of cancer between both men and women.
Yeah. Well, it seems like a lot of women are getting breast cancer these days, so it's scary.
Yeah,
and
scary
I need to
times.
go get it flushed out. How's the nitro doing for the old flusheroonie?
It's good.
Goes right through you?
Crack one open.
No, I
Shake
was,
it.
No, I saw
We sent
shake
10
it.
We sent 15
He's-
cases to Sean, but
We were in
UPS
Scotland.
UPS is enjoying it.
We were making a movie in Scotland. There's no refrigeration in
Mm.
Europe.
It didn't
No.
even get to him. UPS is.
I
drinking
had it. I had it. I was carrying it around, and
Schlepping.
they're heavy cans. They're
Yeah.
big cans.
It's robust.
A couple of guys drank it. They just loved it. They
Yeah.
said they were like fucking in the zone.
All
Vibrant.
the Metallica guys loved him. Speaking of coffee, I used to nap in my car at lunchtime until I met this psycho.
It's nitro cold brew. It's like a thunderstorm in a tuxedo.
Yeah, vigorous. It's like your iced coffee started training jiu-jitsu.
No sugar, just Brazilian beans and nitrogen.
Nitro means smooth, and I still haven't blinked in 6 hours.
It comes in 12 packs. Don't be weird and just buy one. Be an adult. Buy a case.
Available online at drinkcaveman.com. Link is in the description below. Don't be weird, just like Ryan said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him in
Not too wiry.
Yeah.
That's
know,
important.
Yeah.
Maybe you should sign the sheriff of Baghdad. He could be a good signing as an influencer. He's on a health kick right now.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
does he have a belly?
No, he's losing it. He's hiking, doing the whole
Well, that's
thing.
why he's at the World's Masters,
Good
Yeah.
for him.
which you both guys have to do. This
I
over
shoulda
3,000
went.
people.
I
Yeah.
should have went.
Not for you, Jack. For him.
I'll do a tournament soon.
Oh, we have it tomorrow.
When is the next tournament?
Tomorrow
Really?
in class.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
You
I
going to
got you.
class?
I got you
Saturday
tomorrow.
morning. That's why.
I got Jack. I heard about Jack. He's fierce. I got to see what he's got tomorrow.
Good. Good.
All right.
Alrighty. Sean, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.